I wanted to show you what a pattern should look like when it arrives here. But this is from Bob Hackman. He's in Iowa. They're working together on the B-17 that they're restoring in Asheville, North Carolina, Lucky 13. But anyway, before I tell you more about this, I wanted to explain how nice the pattern is. This is one side, this is the other side, and I think these are core boxes. And I got to call him and verify that. So that pattern is for this particular part. It's part of the ball turret system on the B-17, Lucky 13, that they're restoring in Asheville. And anyway, what you're looking at, you can see the parting line on this is the original part. This is the parting line, and it goes all the way through here, all the way to the back. And if you're wondering how you would cast that, so you're looking at one half of this coming out of the board like this. Oh, sorry, I missed it. I got it upside down. We can go with this one. Yeah, we'll compare it to this one. So you got all this detail there and this detail. So you got this half of it and then the other half. Core box is just to capture this little locking ledge there. I think that's for alignment when they go to put these on the plane. That's all that core does. And the core box is right here. And as you can see, there's that little area there that's going to create that little underhook. And with this core box, we don't have to have draft angle on the back side tapered this way and that way, so we can have a good flat bottom on it as we pull it. So Casey's ramming up the cores, and the only reason for this core is that little dude right there, that tiny little piece, which is, we've got some cores already made over here. The only purpose for this core is to create that thing and to eliminate any draft angle on that bottom. And she's doing this because when she punched the holes in the sand, it displaced enough of the sand to extrude it back up. So we had to flush it back out again.
That was right?
Yep. So as you can see, you see a little bit of a separation now between the flask, between the core box and the core, where you didn't see here before she started wrapping it. Now you can see it slightly bounce around side to side. And Casey talks a lot to herself, by the way.
We have made these. Oh! I wasn't ready for that. I see now.
This is the only thing. This is the only thing that's not lefty loosey.
I see.
Can you hear me now?
I blew my 10.
Now, since she wrapped these, all we're doing now is hardening them, and they'll just hopefully fall right out of the box.
yeah, it's gonna fall out.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. And you can see that it left that little detail in it. That's it. That's a critical part on this. Well, this is our first attempt. Had a little shrinkage right there. So we're going to have to go back and riser them. Luckily we didn't pour 5 or 6 at a time. But anyway, know what to do on the next ones. This is the bottom side. It turned out pretty good. So Casey's all confused, and I am too, guys. This is she's thinking on sets, and I'm thinking on each individual half.
Yeah.
I told her we got to have 40 halves, and her eyes got wide open like she's thinking 40 sets. Well, we got 20 sets.
Yes, it would be broken half. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so we got enough to finish this out.
Yes,
cool.
That's all that counts.
Yep.
Okay.
And we figured out how to do this without shrinkage, by the way, and we'll show that on the video. All right, so Casey is assembling the match plate that Bob sent in, and we're finally getting the hang of it, aren't we, Casey?
Slowly but surely.
Yep. And we are suffering out here for you guys to make this video because we had to cut the fan off.
We did.
I do have one of the evaporative fans running right here, and that's better than nothing. So we spent a good portion of the time, well, Casey has, making cores. And it is currently 93 degrees where we're standing. We ran into some issues earlier with shrinkage on the first mold we did, the test mold. And I think, as I said earlier, I think we got that resolved for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too. Getting a bug out of there. He might cause a casting defect. I had a mold go pop on me one time. And I don't know what ever did with the picture, but when I took the mold apart, you could see the fossilized bug in the metal. Probably one of those aggravating June bugs.
They bite too.
Yeah. I got some people that are disappointed in me because I am not able to just jump right on their stuff. They have no idea, do they, Casey?
They don't.
What kind of volume we're getting and keeping up with. And if you could only be in our shoes, you know, I'm doing the best I can. And Casey is too.
I'm limited on my time, so only 2 days.
And Casey, she loses sleep over this when things don't go the way they're supposed to. I mean, she takes it to heart. And I do too. That's why I'm just a zombie these days.
It does keep you up at night scratching your head trying to figure out what in the world.
Yeah. And I do have some people I can call upon from time to time when it just gets to be a mistake I just keep making over and over. Nate McLean is one of them. I've talked about him. He's been here. I've introduced him to you before. And Nate is really sharp on this stuff. And I just hate to call him every day, every time I have a problem. So I try my best to figure it out. And if it's going to take me more than a week to figure it out myself, then I have to call him. And so I don't want to wear my welcome out there. If we didn't cast so many different things every week, it would make things a lot simpler for us. We could zero down a lot better than the way we're going right now. Every single job is entirely different, isn't it, Casey?
Yes, that it is. I'm learning.
Your materials play a fact in it. The size plays a fact in it. The shape of it plays a big factor in it.
Trial and error, trial and error.
Yeah. Good news is we are hopefully going to get Casey in some air conditioning very, very soon.
Yes.
And then I'll be out here sweating away looking in the window at her while she's comfortable. I'm out here dying in the heat. Making her feel bad.
I do. I'm going to be enjoying it.
Yeah. And the horseflies are out now. I hate those things. Of all the insects, wasps, bees, fire ants, horseflies are the worst. So, as we are working on a part for a patriotic project, the B-17, this is a good time for me to kind of give you the heads up on the 250th, 250-pound bale that we're going to cast here at Windy Hill Foundry for the 250th anniversary. That will be in a separate video, but I can't wait. The time is ticking on that project, and I have got to get it done because I've already told too many people about it. And I'm going to make it open to the public. So for you guys, if you want to get away the weekend before the 4th, whatever, I forgot what Saturday that is. Do you remember?
It's going to be the 27th.
27th?
Yes.
So if you want to take a trip down to Mississippi and see this thing being cast, I can promise you, it's going to be the prettiest one being cast this year for the 250 years. when I was a kid, and I didn't think about it until Keith pointed it out, but there's just not that much spirit going on behind the 250th anniversary, and you would think there would be.
It needs to be.
Yeah. When I was a kid, the 200th anniversary, you had people in every little town, nook, cranny. They were all coming out. They were all dressing up like colonials and putting on a big parade, and it was really cool. I remember it vividly. 50 years later, no. You don't see any preparation being done for that. We're doing our part to try to make up for those dead heads.
Yeah, the sword head.
Yeah. But anyway, we would love to have you if you can make it. I just ask that you contact me ahead of time, and I'll leave my email right here. Send me an email to tell me you are going to be coming, where I don't underestimate a crowd. It will be done when the sun's going down, so it will be a little cooler in the evening. And we might take up some money and get some Smith County watermelons set up out here, and that would be the way to do it.
That will be it.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with watermelons, especially Smith County watermelons.
Might be able to haul enough watermelon in my old truck. Casey was asking me if I was going to hand deliver these, and I said, no, I'm not going to. I don't have time. I won't be able to get away. As much as I would love to, at some point, I will go. But it won't be this trip. I'm worried now. My daughter is having complications with her pregnancy. Yeah, I'm fixing to be a grandfather, guys. And they're talking about they may have to deliver it early. It'll be my luck that they want to do it on the 27th when I'm trying to pour this thing. It'll be exactly my luck that it'll happen on the 27th while I'm trying to pour this thing.
Yes. I've hung around you long enough.
Yeah.
You're right.
You're right. I still can't get past that girl cutting in front of me at UPS store a while ago. That just really got off with me, guys.
Didn't even have nothing together.
No. I had a package with a label already printed. All I had to do was hand it to them. They'd print me a receipt and I could get out of there. No. This girl decided to speed her tail up, get in front of me, cut in front of me. And she had this box. They had to open it. They had to go through every little thing in that box and package it for her because she didn't want to do that. And I finally got frustrated and I said, look, can I just drop this off? I don't need a receipt. Hopefully that gets where it's got to go. That was just downright rude.
That's what they are nowadays.
Yeah. She'd probably trip an old person just to get ahead of them.
It reminds me of fried green tomatoes.
I miss that part.
The movie.
Yeah, I remember a little bit about it, but I don't.
I think it's like in the beginning of it.
Okay.
Where that girl cuts the other woman off.
Well, that would be
in
this
the parking lot of the grocery store.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I remember it now. Sure do.
I don't know why that comes to mind, but that's what had me thinking.
You already turned it?
No.
Where's the air in? Okay. Alright, so she's already flipped it over, and we got this little template to mark the location where we're going to cut the open risers on each one of them. I ended up using a nail See, that hole's a little bigger now.
Yeah, I have the skewer with me.
Yeah, you took off on my vent wire.
Skewer.
Can you see them okay? I can't see nothing. I did it a while ago and I messed up.
Well, don't jinx. My problem is going straight.
Well, that's what I did. Didn't go straight. And we got a little reference line there, just in case we aren't hitting where we're supposed to. We'll know it immediately. And I wasn't paying attention to that. You're doing a lot better.
Thank you.
There at first, you would have qualified for building a leaning tower of Pisa.
Yes. I've been taking notes.
Yeah, you're doing a lot better.
Try.
Like I said, that hit on the core print, so we'll be alright. Sounds like Dad's bush hogging. So hot, my camera's sagging.
It's starting to melt.
Yep. Perfect.
Just because.
Now what she's doing is opening up the intersect between the riser and the casing.
That's gonna be big enough?
Yep. I was trying to make her a runner earlier where she wouldn't have to cut across like that, but it didn't work out. And with us only having to have 3 more molds after this, I'd spend more time trying to make that than it would take to just hand cut it.
Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Don't die. Is it gonna go?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the tip kept falling out, but yeah, it does the job.
Somewhat.
The only reason I don't use compressed air is because compressed air will generate moisture in the lines, and then you're blowing water on your mold.
Right.
Where these in the wolf box don't do that. Yeah, she just ran the wolf box out of power, so we've been using it quite a bit today, though, haven't we?
Yes, we've been working, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
we've been using it a lot. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, that's the backup wolf box. So we're fixing to put the cores in, and these cores, the only way you can tell which goes in which hole is this little shelf there. And it's not as easy as it looks, is it?
It's not. Kind of takes me back to kindergarten.
Yeah. Trying to figure out square peg in a square hole.
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
None of these are going to go on this side.
No, I don't think
All right,
so.
let me lay this one.
Or will it? I don't know. So they go on this side.
Hope.
Yeah, that I know that'll go in there. There we go.
Okay.
And this is what we're looking at, guys. This little shelf here, right there, has to correspond with the negative shelf on the inside. And that's why we get our lefts and rights mixed up. And honestly, I think it's going to go over here.
Yeah. There we go.
Yep.
Right there.
And then once we get all 8 of these halves in here, we're going to ease these molds up on edge, blow them out one more time, and then we will be able to slide it together on edge without dumping cores out on the cope onto the drag.
That one should be over here. Okay, I kind of figured the whole situation out.
On this one, you're going to want to, yeah.
Bring it back to me. That felt heavy. I'm going to hold the cord and work with that.
Go very. See if there's enough power in that thing to just put it on the slow speed. Will it cut on at all?
No.
Okay. Just go easy with it. You can get on up closer. There you go. You want to go ahead and blow the basin and all? Well, you did earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
Slide this.
It can be kind of a pain getting them started, because these are not perfectly aligned. They look tight to me. Once you lay them down, they'll yeah. You want to see if she's ticklish?
Didn't.
All right. We'll set it in place, and we only got 3 more. You think you'll be able to knock them out before 5 o'clock?
No. No.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus I poured another one earlier. So we have 24 plus probably 4 more is 28. Well, this is all the castings. They look pretty good so far. We'll get the runners and gates cut and risers and see how they look. Well, my friends, we ran out of time. There's just no way for me to show you the finished parts. We're still going to run them through the tumbler before they're shipped. So I will try to show these right before then next week. We have a lot going on at the same time. Everything's hitting us from every angle. The B-17 job, we're finished with that, other than finishing the grind and clean up on them. We have another set of gas pump parts that were ordered that are taking a lot longer than they should. I'll leave it at that. We also are casting more squares, so if you ordered one and you're wondering where it's at, we're working on it. They still have to be ground, cleaned up, and stress relieved before we can ship those to you. And we have some other things that I can't tell you about. I wish I could. But the bale has been a very pushing issue that's just as important as the rest of it to me. And it's coming up soon. Charlie, quit. As I said in last week's video, if you have any brass whatnots laying around your house that are dust collectors and you just soon get rid of them, send them to us. Make a contribution. Send us that yellow brass. I don't care if it's just a little piece of brass. It doesn't matter. Every little bit counts. We need close to 300 pounds in all. And if we were going to do it in red brass, I wouldn't be asking. We got plenty of red brass. We don't have any yellow brass. We don't have that kind of volume. This is going, in order to cast a 250th anniversary bale, I want to try to make that thing 250 pounds, which will require additional weight to capture the risers, the runners, the plumbing, and all that. We are currently doing tests using the maneuvering industrial ladle furnace, or the MILF, that I usually use strictly for cast iron. Because of the weight and the volume, we're going to try melting yellow brass in it. Well, I don't want to ruin the yellow brass, so we are doing a lot of tests right now with the red brass, trying to figure this out. Now, keep in mind, I got a really hot MILF, and I have to learn how to dial it back to where we're not exceeding 2200 degrees. That would be more than adequate to liquefy the yellow brass. A little too high, to be honest with you. But right now, I've got to get that test down to figure out how long I have to run it, and then shut it down right there where it doesn't keep climbing, and then we can pour. The MILF takes 6 to 8 hours to ram a new bottom for it. And it's very labor intensive, and we have to do this every week. We missed our window of opportunity to run it yesterday. Yeah, Friday, which we usually try to stay on track now, because of the bell. I wanted to cast an iron bell. Back to the brass. We're doing tests. After we do an iron pour, before we knock the bottom out, we go ahead and run it up to 2200 degrees and try to help keep down with the cross-contamination of iron getting in with the bronze or the brass to do our tests. Very tricky, and because of all the time involved to ram the new bottom, it'd be crazy for me to ram 2 bottoms a week in that thing. I can't do that. I can't justify that. So if you're wondering why I'm using reusing the pan twice, that's exactly why. And as long as we don't exceed 2200 degrees, we should be good. So, and I don't have that figured out yet. But I do know at 25 minutes after we crank it from a cold start, the thing is melting iron. So I started off the other night I shut it off at 15 minutes. 15 minutes wasn't quite it. I needed to run it for 20 minutes, I think, and then shut it off. And that should hit our ideal range. It's gonna be a challenge no matter what. But 15 minutes got it hot enough to melt, but it was gooey. It was too thick. And so we've got a lot going on, and that we have a lot that has to happen in a very short amount of days. As I said in last week's video, if you would like to contribute any brass, if you've got any brass whatnots laying around, just dust collectors, and you're tired of looking at them, and you'd like to make a contribution to Windy Hill Foundry on this project for casting the 250-pound 250th anniversary bell, ship it to this address. And also, I will reiterate this as well, we are doing an open invitation. I've never done that before. Anybody that wants to attend Windy Hill Foundry on the 27th of this month, we're going to pour right at 8 o'clock. That's when the sun's going down. It's finally cooling off. So we're going to be pouring on at 8 o'clock on the 27th of this month, the actual brass bell. It may be a total success. It may not be. I have no idea. It's a shot in the dark. We've never cast a bell. That's why we're going to cast an iron one first, hopefully this coming week. And we'll be able to study the weight, the flow of it, and figure that out. You are more than welcome to come. But if you do, please let me know ahead of time by emailing me. Send me a message at clarke@windyhillfoundry.com. And just give me the heads up you're coming. We're also going to have Smith County watermelon, which is a Mississippi tradition during the 4th of July. So look forward to that. But yeah, if you can make it down here to Mississippi, we'd love to have you. A recap on our air conditioning. Today, Eddie, Kelly, and Alex, a friend of theirs, they were out here today helping me, and I was helping them as they installed the wiring and the switches and all that stuff, because nobody trusts me, to get things right for the air conditioning system that's coming next week. So we got it done. We got that done. I still got one door I got to get hung, get some insulation around those doorways along with the front double door, the service entrance door, whatever you want to call it. And we'll be airtight. I'm very excited about this. And I know Casey will be. She sent me a text today and she said that she could feel it in her shoulders this time. Well, the reason for that, I had her make the new bottom for the MILF yesterday. So, yeah, of course she's going to be hurting. That's a lot of work. I think I've covered everything. So I hope you have a great remainder of this weekend. And I'm going to do my best to keep a video cranked out every week updating you on all the process. At this point, we haven't done anything yet to cast a sample bell out of iron. But as soon as we do, I will be glad to show you. Now, the one here that I'm showing you, that I showed earlier in this video, I took a picture of the pattern, and I told Grok to generate an AI image of what it would look like in bronze. It's not exactly like that, but you kind of get the idea. It's going to look pretty good. All right. We'll talk to you later. For those who have been asking about the Windy Hill Foundry hats, these are now available on my website, windyhillfoundry.com, under stores, or you can click on the above link. These are on the pricey side, but keep in mind the shipping is included. Have a good day.